Plant Magick is the fourth book in the Library of Esoterica series, which has been greatly acclaimed by Taschen. Right? Taschen are the ones publishing this. Now this, as I was saying, is the fourth volume, so the previous three volumes I've already done a review for those, and this fourth volume is very much in the same vein as the previous three. Okay, so the form is identical. You get this lovely, really soft, silky material on the spine, and then these lovely gold stamps in three different styles all the way down the side and up the spine as well. Right, the spine is exactly the same as the previous three volumes, and it happens again on the back here. So this this volume, yeah, just giving you a little look at the back over here. I'm afraid I don't remember the name of the artist, but here he is, Mariano Peccinetti, and on the front, of course, it's Salvador Dali. Right, what can I tell you about this? Well, it's very much in the same vein, as I was saying, as the previous four, which means that these are not introductions to magic, these are not grimoires, these will not tell you how to perform magic or anything like that. However, it will offer you a glimpse into the art that has been inspired by magic. And at the beginning of every chapter there is an essay, and those essays are invariably very interesting, very thoughtful, very thought-provoking. So the art is compiled under various chapter headings, of course, and it's interesting, I found that the more you dig down, the more meaningful it becomes. So the main headers of the parts are not all that meaningful, actually. Roots of connection, the seeds are sown, germination and growth, the blossom opens, and pollinating consciousness. Yeah, some very very broad headers. But then if you go down into the chapters, you start getting a little bit more meaning, but it's really the description of the chapters where you may find that you're drawn in, right? A brief history of humans in the natural world, a timeline of humans in nature, sacred symbolism in nature. I mean, that was a very interesting part, all in all. Geometry in nature, the art of nature, plants in myth and spirituality, the enduring symbolism of trees. Very interesting stuff there. And then moving on to the next part, the plants in healing and ceremony, where we have botanical spells and green witchery, the use of plants as medicine, the power of mushrooms, symbolic plants of birth, love, victory and death, and sensuality and the botanical realm. Then you have a whole part here on entheogens and psychedelics, right? Plants in higher states. So we have stimulating plants, plants and intoxication, and then this whole section here called Soma, plants and the expansion of consciousness, with 6 different subheaders there. And then you have art and psychedelics. Finally, the fifth part over here is about plants and culture, plants in literature, plays and poetry, plants and contemporary culture, and then a final note on the Library of Esoterica, where the whole thing is yeah, finished up. Okay, so yeah, just to talk a little bit about the quality of the prints, it's really classic Taschen, you know. It's very high quality. The paper is exactly what you'd hope for from a compendium of art like this one. If you've got any other Taschen books, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And it's a perfect coffee table book, a really delightful object to pick up and browse through for 5 minutes or 5 hours, you know, depending on how much time you have to spare. And of course, art ranging from antiquity through the Middle Ages, through the Renaissance to modern day. So absolutely wonderful. The whole part here on the psychedelics is fantastic. Of course, as you can imagine, you know, this isn't really, yes, there are, as I was saying earlier on, there are essays that accompany every chapter, and those essays are great, but the art itself is really the star here. You know, it's what takes center stage, and psychedelics inspired art is always going to be something kind of intense, you know, and having all these chapters devoted to individual psychedelic plants is quite special. It's quite amazing, and of course through various cultures as well, right? So that's really cool. There we go. I'm wondering if there's anything else that bears talking about. The binding is it is Smithsonian, as you can see. I received my copy in the mail from Amazon, and so the corners are obviously destroyed, unfortunately. But if you're more patient, you can get yours through the book depository, for example, or directly through Taschen if you live in Germany or in Europe. They do shipping directly from their website. It might be a safer way of getting hold of your copy. There we go. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you very soon with another video. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.